welcome back to Guru Beauty. I'm Jodie and today I'm doing something a little bit different here on my beauty channel. Pears Soap has reached out to me and they are celebrating 225 years since being founded back in London. They now have a range of shower gels, hand washes, as well as the traditional bar soap, and they have further products launching into 2014. They've really stood the test of time, 225 years. So to celebrate, Pears are currently running a Timeless Beauty campaign after they launched a survey of Australian women across the country. They asked them several questions about beauty and they found that Australian women did say that beauty is much more than skin deep, which is something that appeals to me. I have a channel here that focuses on makeup and what's on the external, but beauty is about so much more than that. So I'm going to have a chat with you today just around a few things that I think are truly beautiful. I will share with you what is up for grabs for Australian residents at the end, but let's look a little bit more into beauty. We have really been conditioned in this Western society, and I have two little girls, so I'm acutely aware of the messages that we receive, but we've really been trained through the media that we're constantly bombarded with, that beauty is about youth, beauty is about perfection, plastic looking skin, procedures that we need to do to plump up our faces and defy gravity and defy the natural aging process. All of that is absolutely rubbish. I was doing some research recently on a beauty survey that was done, by another brand back in 2004, and it found that only 2% of women surveyed this time in the United States actually thought that they were beautiful. And that's just a tragedy. You would know if you watch my channel that everyone is beautiful. We all are beautiful. We all have beauty within us, and we all have a capacity to see and appreciate and share the beauty that is all around us. And furthermore, you know, beauty is not something about what you see with your eye. It's about what happens beyond that. Beauty is a spirit. It's an attitude. It's a feeling. It's something that takes your breath away in purity and truth, and it kind of just transports you, transcends you to a whole nother level. So I truly believe that beauty can be about grey hair, it can be about wrinkles and laugh lines and anything else. You can be beautiful at any age, and when a woman has makeup on her face and she feels that her natural assets are enhanced and she's presenting herself well to the world and she notices that people respond to her a little bit differently, that makes her feel beautiful, it makes her feel confident, it makes her have a little bit of an extra skip in her step, and that's where the beauty starts kicking in. I don't believe that beauty is a 36, 26, 36 type hourglass figure situation. It's not about having 18-year-old skin, it's not about having plumped up lips, it's not about having a whopping big cleavage that makes people stop and stare, it's not about having a BMI of 15 or 25 or anything else. It's not about being curvy or slim. It lies within. Beauty is something that you share and you radiate. It's not something that you walk around and parade hoping that people will be envious of. I believe that beauty is about happiness, it's about peace, it's about confidence, it's about dignity, wisdom, humility, and humour. I'm going to share with you some thoughts on what I feel have been the most beautiful things that I've come across in my life, and I will invite you at the end of the video to share with me what you also find are the most beautiful. I think this is going to be really interesting, and I would encourage you also to read down below and find the beauty that other people are sharing with you as well. Number 1, Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou is an American poet and philosopher and author and so much more. She passed away recently at the age of 86, but the beauty that that woman emanated, the wisdom that she had, and the power that her words and thoughts were able to have on other people, the inspiration that she was able to provide to people is something of true beauty. When I read about Maya Angelou, when I read anything that she's written, when I see any interviews or see anything that she's done, I feel the beauty that lies within that woman. I've written down a few of my favourite quotes from her and I'll share them with you. Number 1, I've learnt that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Next, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. Next, you can only become truly accomplished at something that you love. Don't make money your goal. Instead, pursue the things that you love doing and then do them so well that people can't take their eyes off you. You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. Maya Angelou, beautiful lady, covered in wrinkles, covered in grey hair, at least as long as I've been aware of her, and I think she's one of the most beautiful people, one of the most inspiring, beautiful women. Number 2, moving on, when I think about how fortunate we are to be on this planet and the things, the natural things that we are so blessed to witness on a daily basis if we choose to, is absolutely amazing. But when I think of some really special moments of true beauty in my life, I think of number 1, the Grand Canyon. I was lucky enough to be born in Arizona and have been on many road trips through that state, and I love the Grand Canyon. It's something that no photograph or video could ever do justice. To stand on the rim of this immense gaping natural formation of a canyon is just, it's a moment to behold, and you'll remember it for the rest of your life. It takes your breath away. Number 2, earlier this year, probably one of the last times that I was reduced to tears, I was on work. I was up in Broome in Western Australia, in the far sort of northwest of the country, and I was racing from the airport to my hotel. I was there for work, and I was driving my car, and I noticed that the entire sky was alight. It was a bright orange. It was like the whole sky was on fire. My mind was on something completely different. I pulled my car over as soon as I got to the beach, and I think I took my heels off. I ran to the edge so I could see the beach, and it was this huge blazing ball of fire going down into the sea, the sunset, and the sky was amazing. The ocean was lit up and reflecting the sky in the most amazing way. I was reduced to tears. It was so beautiful. I was just breathless and awestruck. Number 3, when I think of some of the most beautiful things in my life, I think of my 2 beautiful baby girls, my little Jade and Lily. They're almost 7 and 9. The beauty that comes from becoming a mother is just something that can't be described. You know, to be one day with just, you know, you and your partner, you and your husband walking around, this single person on the planet, and then all of a sudden to have the experience of growing life within your own body, to see this tiny little innocent, defenseless person being born into the world as a mold, and to see them grow and change and develop is just one of the most beautiful and amazing things that I've ever experienced. It's the unconditional love, it's the openness, it's the innocence, it's the non-judgmental way, open to all experiences, and that ability to show and experience love is just unbelievable. They're not guarded, they're just completely open and willing to learn all that life has to give them. And that's something that I think we sometimes lose along the way, but that is just so beautiful, that innocence and openness. Number 4, Unison. I've been playing this song in the background, but Pachelbel's Canon in D major is one of the most beautiful things that I've ever heard. When I hear this song and I have a moment just to be still and listen to it, I'm immediately brought to tears. The beauty of this song, it's all the different instrumental parts coming together to create just perfect harmony is awesome, is just indescribable. The beauty of that is unbelievable. It's just one working beautiful machine in harmony and symphony. And you know, when I think of things that are going really well in my life, it's similar. It's like that song in life when it's your family, whether you're working with your husband and your kids and everything's just, you know, working in harmony. It's a beautiful thing. If you're in your workplace, you know, and you come together as a team, or if you play a sport and people are coming together as a team to work together to be greater as a whole than any individual piece, that's an absolute thing of beauty. So I would think about that, and the people all around you, and you know, even greater, the universe. If we can harness that and look at how we speak to each other and treat each other and behave with each other and what we share with each other, I think that that's a real thing of beauty when we work together to be greater than what we are individually. The very last thing, beautiful, I think about my family as a whole. I think about my husband, who I've been married to now for 12 years. I love and adore him. We've been through ups and we've been through downs. I think about my kids, and I think about the beauty of family. I think about all of the things that we can be resentful of. I think about my wider family as well, the rifts that I have seen in my family, and the capacity that we as humans have to forgive. When I think about my husband and I'm furious with him, I have to stop myself and think about the beauty that comes from, you know, being 80 years old with that man and walking around with him hand in hand. And what comes with that is forgiveness. The fulfillment that you get from being loved by someone who knows your faults and yet they forgive and they love and they know you and the whole you, that's a beautiful thing. Family and forgiveness, they go hand in hand, and I think that is a true thing of beauty. So when you think about beauty and you think about wanting to be beautiful, I would just think a little bit carefully about that view of beauty, because it is a very narrow one when you think about what's on your face and when you think about the shape and size of your body. It's so much more, and I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from you. What are the beautiful things? What have been your most beautiful experiences? When do you feel you're most beautiful in your life? Please do share those comments with me down below. And I do have a contest. Pears has been generous enough to share a prize pack that they will send to the lucky winner, and that will include a bunch of Pears products, from soaps and shower gels, hand washers, up to $120 recommended retail price in value. And all you have to do, if you are an Australian resident, is comment down below. Let me know what makes you feel the most beautiful. Let me know what has been the most beautiful experience of your life. What does beauty mean to you? I would love to hear from you. Please do let me know down below. I will include all of the terms and conditions in the description box. I'll leave the competition open for a week with the closing date featured again back down there in the information. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a clearer idea of where I'm coming from when I share with you my makeup tips and tricks. What's here? Just the beginning. How you present to the world involves so much more, and it really is all within you. So think about how beautiful you can be, not only how beautiful you can look, but how beautiful you can be, and be grateful. That's about all I have to say today. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a gorgeous day. Don't forget, you are beautiful. Don't just look it, be it. We'll see you again really soon.